Hello, welcome to the Football Friends podcast for another week. I'm joined by Paddy and Ash.
Hello.
That is I.
I'd like to start with a question, and it's specifically for Ash Steele. Have you heard of the phrase, "I've got news for you when it's all bad"?
Yes, I call it life.
Yeah, we're starting with Spurs.
Oh, fuck.
3-0.
Oh, we didn't talk about it. We tried not to talk about it last week. Do we have to talk about it this week?
Because we didn't talk about it enough last week, we've got to do another preview. No. Okay, so look, let's hear your thoughts primarily as a Spurs fan.
Over the last, I'd say, 2 weeks, everything I've seen from Spurs points to what's the word? A lack of identity in the squad and the way they play, and it was evident against Chelsea. It just a poor game. The goals were they were good goals, but they were also good goals because of poor defending and poor attitude towards defending, I guess. You just look at the Thiago Silva goal where he just uses Ellie as a stepladder and just makes him look like a child.
To be fair, how old is Dele Alli?
24, 25?
It could be Thiago Silva's child. Daddy Silva.
Could be. I just feel like there's a lack of identity in that squad and how they want to play. All summer I said Kane should have gone, and I still believe it. I think it was the right time to change the squad with a new manager coming in and rebuild that identity and something new. But
it could have been a good time to invest in the squad too, because it seems like there's a lot of good players floating around. Villa sold Jack Grealish and then bought three dudes. Three dudes that have all been kind of good.
They've all done stuff already.
Yeah. So it would have been the perfect time to do that and fill out the squad a bit, because it seems like you don't have enough quality in the squad.
It's.
Do you think that's
everyone's?
true?
Yeah, no, I think we have quality in the squad.
Yeah,
I think
not everywhere.
No, I think our midfield is pretty set. We have good players. We have six starters in the midfield.
That's the problem. Your midfield is set.
Yeah.
There's not like a game winner in midfield.
No, but they all have potential, I guess. They're not doing it week in, week out, and we probably haven't had that since Eriksen left.
They don't have anyone to learn from either.
Yeah, it's kind of, Lo Celso, Ndombele, Ali, they can all win a game on their day, but you don't see it week in, week out. So and they're all very similar but very different at the same time. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think there's maybe too much same with them. Yeah. They all kind of want to play the same role, but they play it slightly different.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
I think that's where the lack of identity comes from, is everyone's trying to play the same thing but different. If you know what I'm trying to.
Of course.
Say.
And, it's difficult for a new manager to sort of come in, and he's got this. I think he dealt with the Kane thing obviously pretty well. Yeah. But it's a difficult thing to come in and start managing a club when you've got your main player who is he coming? Is he going? Where? What? Who knows? Yeah. I can't understand him. What is he saying?
Yeah, no, and it unsettles the whole team, doesn't it? So anything like that, the other players see the big name going, I don't want to be here. Everyone else is going to go, well, why are we here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it just the defense needs an overhaul. We got two players in. We got Emerson Royale and
Romero.
Yeah. So they were.
That's two good moves, right?
Yeah. They were both good moves. Tanganga's can play right or in the middle. So you've your right side, your right fullback sorted. We already had Reguilon on the left, so we need another centre defender. Sanchez isn't good enough. Dyer's not good enough. Again, these guys they can play the Premier League, but they can't do it week in, week out. They're not good enough to do it week in, week out. If you have an injury and they can step in for 2 games, so bad. But yeah, they're just not good enough to play it every week.
Look, I mean, you did pick out Eric Dyer there. He did make an amazing goal line clear. Would you call it a clearance? He sort of like just threw his body at it.
Oh yeah, he's a personal favourite of mine. He is. I have used him as a password in the past, so he is looked upon fondly by me. But yeah, so I like the guy. I think he's a great player, but I don't think he's good enough for what Spurs need to achieve. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Where do they go? How do they play? Thoughts?
Do you want to go ahead? Do you have anything?
Well, I just say that I suppose you brought Nuno in, so this is his test, right? He's got to figure this out.
Yeah. Again, is Nuno the guy, or is he just there to hold them around that top 8 spot?
Well, I feel like he overachieved with Wolves.
Yeah.
So.
That having been said, possibly, that having been said, he cultivated a squad there. And would you have said a season ago, Wolverhampton have an identity? I would have said so. They have a method of play that is clear, a squad sort of ethos. They love buying players from Portugal, which I mean,
Portugal players are good, man.
I
rate them.
Like if your method was revolved around the same thing, but it was like Tongans, not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you sound a bit downtrodden, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
you did play Chelsea, who are like amazing. So.
yeah. Chelsea, European champions.
Bad.
They're 2 European leagues above you, mate.
To be honest, you didn't let Lukaku score, so that's pretty good.
Well, give them a point for that.
Yeah.
I saw it coming. I think everyone saw it coming. We will do extremely well to get Europa League this season.
Thinking positive.
Yeah, right. I think Champions League it would be that's an overachievement if we get Champions League.
And to think, it was not even that long ago you were in the Champions League final.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, 2019 Champions League final.
Again. But we had a coach that had an identity. He had the players playing that way.
Had them overachieving.
Yeah, overachieving.
Like this, and that's not even a dig. That's not me saying Spurs are shy. That's me saying they played up. They played above themselves.
Yeah, that was probably that team was on the downward spiral at that stage. So they had almost run their race.
You lost a lot of quality players too, though. I mean, over the years you've lost like Eriksen.
6 months after that final, we lost pretty much the whole squad. Just whether it was mentally or they got sold off, they're just gone. Yeah.
I agree. Sergio Aurier is mental.
Well, thank God he's gone. So yeah, good on Chelsea.
No,
good.
Chelsea's a big threat, man. So,
yeah, I think you have room to be a whole lot more positive than you are being, and you are being negative because you've been beaten 3-0 at home.
Yeah, by
a rival who are basically one of the best teams in the world and are a cut above Spurs, to be fair.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like maybe you know what? Maybe you won't finish in the top 6, but if the Spurs board are willing to give Nuno some time, let him have a season where he finishes 7th or 8th. You can't be sacking him after that. Otherwise, you're just going to you're kicking the can down the road to the next guy.
Yeah, exactly. And you bought Nuno, who is, like you said, he overachieved with the Wolves side. Their best finish was 6. They got Europa League one year.
Yeah.
So So if you expect anything more than that from Nuno, then reassess what you're trying to do.
Your expectations.
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can't expect a League 2 manager to come in and go, we're going to get Champions League football. It's just not going to happen. Like, you've got to see what cards you've got and play the hand you've got. So,
That's right.
the hand you're dealt with. Sorry, my analogy's off.
Not a good poker player, right?
No, not at all. My poker face is horrible. So
Yeah. Right. You happy with that? Or you?
no.
Are you
I'm unhappy with
are you
it.
fine?
But move on.
Are you finished with that?
Yeah, I'm finished. If the season finishes now, I'm happy. So let's finish it now.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty
me too.
It's pretty downcast for a guy that like beat Manchester City already as well. I mean, you beat them, you lose to Chelsea, so what?
Mate, 4 weeks ago, it's an age and a half in football.
I also think City are having a similar issue to what we're having right now. Identity and the way they want to play. Mainly because they don't have a striker. But
Does throw a bit of a spanner in it.
yeah, it could have been completely different if they had taken Kane. Yeah. I think them and Chelsea would be miles ahead of
They can still take
anyone else.
They can still go for him in January, you know.
Yep, go for it.
Right.
So,
Let's move on to from Chelsea to the other team who occupy the top spot, Liverpool, who beat Crystal Palace 3-0.
Crystal Palace are a top 4 side.
Crystal Palace are a top 20 side. Big Paddy V collects 0 points for that one. Before I actually talk about the things that happened in the game, you guys aware that Liverpool and Chelsea have a completely identical record, completely identical results, including goals on the exact same week, obviously including the draw.
Are they scored at the same minutes?
Yeah.
By the same guys? Or just guys with the same initials?
the same position on the field.
Yeah. The corresponding squad number scored it for them. No.
Illuminati confirmed.
Unfortunately that hasn't happened. But no, every week we've matched Chelsea's result. I'd probably say they've had tougher opposition. But it's...
So maybe like all the players are playing with like their earpods in, listening to the Chelsea game, and then as soon as Chelsea scores, oh shit, like we gotta fucking get ahead.
Maybe that's why Diogo Jota made that miss. He's like, hold on, have Chelsea scored yet? No, we can't then.
Yeah.
Look, for a guy that will be my first point then. You know those ones where it's almost harder to miss the goal?
Yeah.
That was that.
I couldn't believe that one.
And Jota, honestly, I think Jota is our most clinical player. Above Salah, above
what?
Yes.
Like conversion rate wise, and minutes played to goals scored sort of thing, and shots on target to goals.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I will find a stat for you next week, and maybe I'll be. And if I'm wrong,
I want it. Yeah.
Then
Diego Jota profile.
Yeah,
I've got one for you. I've got one for you.
Okay.
He's the best footballer named Diego Jota.
That's
there is another Diego Jota.
Yeah, but he's not as good as this one, is he?
That's not yet.
Yeah. Does he play for Liverpool?
Yeah.
Did he beat Crystal Palace 3-0?
Maybe one day he will.
Maybe he will. Maybe he will. That's right.
So,
go on.
Do you? Obviously, we've talked a lot about Chelsea at the start of this season. Yeah, but let's give them,
give them their due.
Yeah, having the same record and not possibly being seen as a front runner like Chelsea, do you enjoy that you're slipping under the radar a little bit more than what they are, or
do you think
just doing your business? Just from my point of view, that's
okay.
I think
if that's the perception of the wider football public, fine.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely happy to and Klopp and the players will be absolutely happy
Just go about your
to
stuff
take that mantle
just
and
getting
just
your
go,
mojo back
cool.
home.
Who are we playing next week? Them, the Harlem Globetrotters. Fine, smash them.
Well, to be honest, there's 4 big main contenders like City, Chelsea,
And Newcastle.
yeah. Liverpool and Man U, right? All of them have a pretty solid squad this season, and are all kind of still at the moment doing well.
I think the big criticism of Liverpool, and it's not something that I subscribe to personally, is our lack of high-profile activity in the transfer window.
But you still have the same squad.
I look at our
insane.
squad, and it's like, aside from the centre-back signing we needed to make, and then made,
yeah.
What do you want?
Well, you basically plug that hole forever. Like, you realise that this can happen. We can end up with no centre backs. So now you have 4 really good centre backs.
And not only that, we've got 4 centre backs. Kanate played this game and looked, really, really good for a first shot. Also played in the League Cup game. We'll come on to that. He just looked like he'd been part of the squad for months, for years.
Yep.
He easily just stepped in, no problem. And it's not like we haven't still got Nat Phillips hanging around as a 5th choice. Fine.
Yeah.
I don't think we are in any great strife of having a squad like injury crisis. I know the African Cup of Nations is coming up January, February, I think. So we'll lose Salah, Mane, Matip, and Keita, which is some chunk of the team.
Definitely.
And I'm actually not particularly worried.
Yeah. Well, so because you got Diego Jota,
Firmino, Minamino.
But that's not.
It's weaker. Fine. But I think we're in a position where we can trust our manager to get the most out of those guys, and trust that guys like Minamino are going to be improving and actually staking their claim when they do play. And again, in the cup section, we'll come on to that. Actually, let's make a point about the game. First real event came, so the ball sort of bouncing around our box, and it just somehow gets looped back in. I think it's Conor Gallagher who we were given the big ups to last week. It just sort of hits his shin and goes over Alisson, who's come for it, and he's got to turn back, dive back towards his own line, and cat paw it away, and it hits our post and goes out for a corner.
Yeah,
it was one of the most call it what you want. It was unbelievable in the literal term. Of course, this game saw the return of one James Milner to his rightful right back position, and he played a blinder. I'm sure we'll have the stats on the screen any moment, and he was best in about half a dozen categories. Most sprints, most tackles, most distance covered. The man is 340 years old. He's got a face like Minecraft, and he is an absolute killer.
Is he a lizard?
No.
Oh.
He's the opposite of a lizard.
He's a robot.
He's a robot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Built for football.
What is he like, the $20 million man or something?
Yeah, well, the free man.
Did he come for
to
free?
Liverpool for free?
Oh, okay, the free man.
Amazing. What a deal.
Who would have thought the free man was white?
Enough. This game also saw an unusual goal. I was speaking last week about how I'm happy to see more goals coming from corners. In this game, all 3 of our goals were at the result of corners. So Mane scored his 100th Liverpool goal.
Very nice.
Outstanding. And this is the 9th game in a row he scored against Crystal Palace, which is a record.
Great. It's good to have a record like that, you know.
It's like, yeah, I can't wait till the next time we play them. We're just gonna, Mane's gonna be the captain, and he's just gonna walk out there on his own.
Yeah, and just he's just waiting for his goal.
And then about 5 minutes into the game, the rest of the team are gonna walk on with like a cup of tea and a biscuit, or with.
You're already up 1-0.
Yeah, already up 1-0 on goal.
Just put football gloves on a cat and put him in goal.
Football gloves and a cat. That's right.
Well, it's Alisson, man.
Yeah.
And the second goal was Mo Salah, who absolutely kicked the shit out of the ball from all of about 6 yards, and collected, I think it's his 4th yellow card for Liverpool. All of them have been for taking off his shirt.
Oh, right. All of them? Oh, my God.
He's never had a yellow card for a tackle.
He doesn't like tackles.
Yeah. He was doing some good defending in that game. But you're right, he didn't do a tackle.
Yeah.
Interceptions mainly, but... yeah, and fucking... If you got a body like that, fair enough. And you're scoring goals. But the goal of the game, and surely goal of the week, I can't think of a better one. Mr. Naby Keita. And then...
Tasty.
And then the imitation of the Cantona celebration. Beautiful. I love him.
Yeah, that was amazing. What a volley, man.
Naby's a lad, bro.
To do that, first time, that's insane.
Yeah, out of the sky, left foot, top bin.
Yeah, go on. Oh, amazing. Well, I hope he it seemed like he was like trying to make a statement, you know, like he's like, yeah,
like, yeah,
all right,
I'm here.
I'm still here. Yeah. Don't forget about me. Well, that's it. That's the squad you have, though, don't you? You've, like you said, you haven't really added too much to it, but you've got guys that are still there, still eager for their
to
chance.
prove their point.
I don't think you needed to add anyone because you've still got the same squad that won the league. Like,
and the boost of Van Dijk being back is, giving that mojo's back.
It's like a new signing.
Yeah, well, it is when somebody's out for that long, isn't it? It gives you a bit more of a boost. So just mentally, so.
Right. So I've had enough of tooting my own trumpet and tooting Jurgen Klopp's trumpet.
All right. Well, yeah. So, Man U played West Ham.
Yeah, the United derby.
The Ham derby.
Yeah. And so cool. This was the first time that we played them this week. You know, first in the Premier League, and then
the first leg.
We'll play them in the cup, but I don't want to talk about that one yet. So the first game was my favourite one of the two. That's all I'm going to say. It was actually a very exciting game to watch. Like it was a tense game. You know, they scored their goal, and say what you will about that.
It was a bit of a parallel between that one and Kante's goal for Chelsea. Huge ricochet and just sort of went in the corner.
That's the kind of goals that we seem to concede, but it was okay. We have Ronaldo, who's going to score in every game apparently. Yeah, 4 goals in his first 3. So
fox in the box.
It's a good start. Yeah. So he's going to score, and then Jesse Lingard just had to make up for the mistake he made in the last match, I guess.
I think it's the mistake of signing for West Ham last season.
Yeah. Well. After that, I wonder if he can actually go back. What do you think? Do you think the fans would accept him back?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I mean,
they would take anyone. They would take anyone of that quality. So.
Well, not when they got the likes of Jared Bowen and.
It's not like Lingard can't improve them. Lingard can improve West Ham.
Well, and he didn't celebrate either. So.
He kind of did.
Well, yeah, but then,
It was muted.
It was a mutual, like it was kind of respectful. celebration.
Ronaldo went over to him and kind of wouldn't let him not celebrate.
Well, funnily enough, since then, Mark Noble's accused him of diving as well in the latest game. So
Lingard.
yeah,
That was not a dive. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
Yeah,
yeah.
we've just
When a 50-year-old man jumps
pulls you down by your
straight
shorts.
into you,
yeah. But Lingard pulling off that screamer. I felt like overall it was actually a pretty good match for us. I'm glad that we were able to concentrate for 90 minutes and actually win that game.
For 94 minutes.
and it's probably the type of game you guys need. Is those tense 90-minute like nail biters to prove to the team that they can hold those out, get a goal and keep it, rather than go out, smash a team in half an hour, put 4 goals on them, Ronaldo doing his thing, and then cruise to victory.
Don't worry, they'll have those.
Yeah, it's good to get one like that over West Ham and keep your composure in that. So when you come up about it against a big side like Arsenal, you know you can do it.
Yeah, sure. Well, honestly, we've had the harder match,
Yeah.
So coming up against Arsenal probably won't be, we wouldn't be nervous about that
You're
one
not,
now.
not worried about it.
But yeah, and then of course the classic outcome is the penalty, Luke Shaw handball.
It's very harsh, isn't it?
Well, I don't.
It's the one where you look at it and you go, it's kind of got to be because of what
hand on ball.
because of what the rules are.
Yeah.
But you feel bad for Luke Shaw.
Yeah, like it's hard to move without your arms. You know.
Yeah.
It's one of those. But
yeah.
That's I can't. Whatever.
It was a penalty basically.
Yeah, but I'd probably complain more if it had have mattered. So
Yeah.
because
he only played the cup tie, didn't he?
Who, Mark Noble?
Meta.
Oh, don't be silly.
Come on.
Yeah. All right. So let's hear your list.
Right. So, right. And then, of course, there was a penalty, right? So, Mark Noble subs on to take a penalty against De Gea. So, what do you guys think about that decision?
It's the kind of thing where if it works,
you're a legend.
You're all, like
Yeah,
the
you're
player
genius.
is the player is awesome and the coach is awesome.
Because you see, like Mark Noble subbing on, man, he's looking confident. Like he's up for it.
Brilliant penalty taker.
It's the Tim Krul situation for the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's right.
He subbed on and saved the penalties in the World Cup. Was it World Cup?
Yeah,
Or
But
Euros?
also,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the flashback to like England, right? Too, and
Well,
so like
again,
they sub
doesn't
basically
always
touch the
work.
ball and, yeah, well, that's it. It's a big. So a lot of people complain about should you bring a player on cold to take a penalty.
maybe not.
I personally wouldn't. If I was the coach, I wouldn't.
Which is unusual move from David Moyes, don't you think?
Okay, see, I think
Weird
I think
move
to a degree, I think Noble probably pulled rank a bit there and just sort of said,
Probably.
I'm coach.
He's like, I want to take.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, I am
whereas-
Mr.
Put me
West
on.
Ham.
Whereas-
I'm Mr. West Ham. If you put me on, I'm going to take
Because
that.
he runs straight up to Declan Rice and takes the ball off him.
Whereas, yeah, I think
Yeah, see,
I
I
think the
thought Rice was
coach
good.
probably has a, responsibility, shall we say, to just go. No, I'm not going to undermine the guys I've got on the pitch. We've got guys who can score penalties. Let's, Declan, Jared Bowen, whoever doesn't. I don't care. So.
He's like, I'm Mark fucking Noble. I'm going to take this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I'm Mark.
But to be fair, when you look at the stats, this is how much influence data analysis has in these football teams these days. Because this was like a stat decision. Like Mark Noble had scored his last 10 penalties in a row.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
and
about.
what was it? He's only missed 4 penalties in his entire career.
5 now.
Yeah.
Or was it the 5th or was it the 4th?
No, 4 now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that's pretty tight. And then you think about this, and then they're thinking about the statistics of De Gea. So that was the last penalty he had, the first penalties to save in the last 20.
The first penalty he had saved in the last 20.
Yeah, so he conceded the last 19 in the Premier League before that one.
What?
And so his entire time for United, he's only ever saved 3 penalties of 32 total. And then
It's not good.
As a goalkeeper, what's he good at?
not saving penalties.
No, because I don't see him as a sweeper keeper either.
He's good at double saves.
He's a reflex
Double
keeper.
save. He loves a double save,
Because he can't hold on to the ball.
Like he gets the crazy reflex save and then dives on the secondary hit.
Yeah, because he can't hold on to it. Yeah.
What do you mean? He's good, bro.
I think he's good
Definitely.
at everything, but he's blinding at nothing.
Anyway, carry on.
Dude,
Sorry.
you guys are forgetting. You guys are forgetting how good he was.
I'm not forgetting.
He's just not good at penalties. So the next part is when you consider internationals as well and penalty shootouts. He was in a penalty shootout, I guess, in his last. He's conceded his last 40 penalties in all competitions.
To be fair, most of those were against Villarreal.
Yeah.
It's 20 right there.
yeah. So, not a good record, but there we go.
But he came up for this one. Dave with the save.
Yeah. Dave with the save, won the game. Amazing. Stoked.
It just baffles me that you can be a keeper and not... Like, I know penalties, the stats go against the goalkeeper. But how?
Yeah.
I from somebody like him, I expect a better record saving penalties.
So, the thing is, as soon as they had said Mark Noble's coming on to save this penalty, we should have been like, well, let's sub on Tom Heaton.
Yeah. Does he does De Gea just shit his pants whenever somebody walks up to him? Man?
I guess not anymore. Well, maybe it's a good sign.
It's an omen. Yeah.
It seems like sometimes you need like a little bit of luck. Sometimes teams get luck in games, and it's a good sign to see that we've got that this so far in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Okay. Well, because... So that was also our 29th undefeated away game in a row.
In the league? Or
Yeah.
just in all?
Oh, man. I can't remember. One of those.
I would say all.
I'll tell you what, I think it is in the league.
Yeah, okay. Great. But some other comments on the match, like... we saw the return of Scott McTominay, which is...
Yeah, Scotty too hotty.
Yeah, it's good to have him back. He did cop a shot directly in the face and got probably concussed. But as he hit the ground, he still managed to swing his legs and clear the ball away before clutching his face in agony. So I love the commitment.
Yeah,
it's good to see.
That's 10 out of 10.
And to be honest, for me, Fred had a really good game too. People want to bag McFred, but
Yeah, that's me.
but in that game, he was awesome, man. He's everywhere, making tackles. Yeah. So that was good stuff. However, there were some penalties that probably should have been awarded our way in that game.
Yeah, I only...
Did you guys manage to see them?
I saw one of them, which I thought Ronaldo flopped. It was the one where...
How could you?
Is it Diop? So he's sort of on the left side of the box, and Diop slides.
No, bro, it's Kurt Zuma.
Is it?
I think so.
Ooh,
They have Kurt Zuma now.
I thought it was Diop.
Oh.
Either way, it was a West Ham player, and I didn't think that Ronaldo was made contact with before he started falling. I don't know. I only saw one angle.
Well, the first one was the one with Suchek when he sort of like gets the ball, he does his step overs and just goes past him.
Yeah.
And then Suchek lunges in, but like apparently pulls out. That's what everyone's saying. But then his knee still like completely contacts Ronaldo and brings him down. So I don't see why it wasn't a penalty. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the one that a lot of people seem to be claiming should have been.
Definitely. And then
the one that I saw, I don't think was, and I haven't seen many comments about it.
And then the second one was he went down, but like I think he kind of got clipped by Cresswell a little bit, but it didn't. It probably wasn't a foul anyway. It was just a tumble. You know, that one probably wasn't. And then the third one, that one definitely could have been one as well.
Definitely could have.
Like,
yeah.
What's the man got to do to get a penalty?
Be stabbed.
Yeah. So people were quite annoyed because then there was another one too where Wan-Bissaka sort of collided with a West Ham player, and there was a penalty shout there too that was missed, and so Martin Atkinson missed 3 penalties in this game and refused to VAR all of them.
He missed 3, but De Gea saved 1.
Yeah, and then so the last one he actually does consult VAR.
De Gea actually lost there.
Yeah. In the dying minutes, he's like, "No, I want to see VAR this time." Didn't care about the last 3.
Yeah.
To the point,
I don't like that.
So I think some fans were frustrated by this because
I understand that. When
I looked up Martin Atkinson to see if he was the brother of Rowan Atkinson, which sadly he's not. People had edited the Wikipedia page, so it said that he apparently has a massive vendetta against Manchester United because he refuses to give Ronaldo a penalty.
For goodness sake. Wikipedia.
I love the internet.
Wikipedia deviant.
So that was good. That was nice to see. But yeah, that's all I really got to say on that one. It was
alright.
It was a nice, exciting match.
And
good 3 points.
3 points on the board.
So, moral of the story, we should just scrap penalties altogether?
Well, not if we can save them now. And then we have...
You wouldn't have to save them if there were
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. You won't save the next 39.
Well, maybe this is a change.
Yeah.
1 out of 39.
Let's turn it around.
That's right. Alright, so moving on from unusual penalty shouts, Brighton and Hove Albion. With a weird one. Gage has seen this. I've seen it. Have you?
No.
Okay, well,
no, sorry.
I'll describe it to you. And
okay, I'll close my eyes.
Paint me a word picture.
Yeah.
Go on.
So the corner comes over. Brighton are playing in their traditional
left to right side.
They're playing left to right.
No, the corner.
The corner is from the right.
Cool.
Left-footed player.
Yeah, nice.
Comes across. Neil Maupay, little gremlin of a man that he is sort of tugging and pushing on Vestergaard, who's about 9'3", and he sort of puts his hands up to like protest and balance himself, and then one of his hands hits the ball, and it's awarded a penalty. The ref goes over and consults with the linesman, and the linesman's like, "Yep, ball definitely hit his hand." It's like, yeah, but what happened before that?
Yeah.
So the cross came over.
I thought it was supposed to go back to the first foul, right?
Yeah.
Like the first incident. Yeah.
Okay, like, this is what I said to you when we were not recording. If Brighton had just scored on that cross, they would have reviewed it, and they would have seen, Maupay was fouling him. No goal.
Yeah.
And yet somehow they get a penalty, which Maupay scores. So, shithousery of some of the highest level there.
Just classic big man, little man.
They're not playing up front together.
They could do.
Yeah, they could try.
So, yeah, another week of kind of shocking refereeing, really.
Yeah, unusual.
They've swung too far in the other direction now.
To the point where they don't want to talk to VAR. They don't want to let VAR do it.
That's fine, but get the call right. Like, VAR can still get in the air and be like, do you want to look? Like, there's something there. There's definitely a bit of niggle there. Do we want to have a look at it, or you cool? Like, yeah, Even your fourth official on the sideline should be in the air going, I think there's something there, you know?
Yeah.
Or the other linesman could go, look at that, look at that.
Yeah, but it's kind of that thing, like, they've never been able to get it right, so I can't imagine they ever will. Maybe it's just going to be a part of the game.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
VAR has its place, but referees also need to up their game. Yeah, they're just like football, they're just like the players. They have to get better. Yeah, well, like the next generation of players have to get
Maybe
better.
they should
have to be better than Ronaldo and Messi. Don't
They should have 11 refs as well.
Oh, get fucked.
One ref for each player.
It'll be like the NFL where they have bloody 10 refs and they all just throw their beanbags at each other and go, ah.
All right, so
I lack context. I don't know what you're talking
okay.
about there.
Okay, so how about 45 minutes of football, then at half time, a referee beanbag throwing competition? Look,
No, then you should go over the whole half with VAR in the middle of the pitch and award penalties. So you get credited penalties and take them at half time, except for your fans have to take them.
oh my god, the fan in seat 45F.
It goes
some
off the
fat
minute.
bloke.
It goes off the minute that the foul was conceded.
That's a great idea.
That's the seat number of the person that has to take the penalty.
Beautiful.
Just ideas. The next World Cup. Think about it.
Yeah. We'll get you Wafer on the phone. Alright, so
They're
that's
too busy editing Wikipedia.
so that's Brighton. So we'll move on to Arsenal Burnley. And Arsenal again, narrowly winning there with a Ødegaard free kick. Beautiful goal. But of course, Burnley come with this sort of reputation of, hunkering down and
Being difficult.
which in more recent times has actually become more like a myth, especially at home. But Arsenal didn't break them down. Like, a free kick is good,
Yeah, but
and it's a beautiful goal, and they won.
can't rely on free kicks, yeah.
But they didn't break them down. And I don't want to dwell on the game too long because bore ourselves to death. But I've got a nice little stat. Here's in the league the players who have outscored Arsenal on their own: Mikel Antonio, Bruno Fernandes, Mohamed Salah, Said Benrahma, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Ronaldo, Damari Gray, Mason Greenwood, Lukaku, Mane, Maupay, Ismaila Sarr, Jamie Vardy. That's 13 players.
So come on, Arsenal, you got to score some goals.
Yeah. Not good. We'll up.
So how many do they have to score to be beating all those players?
One would beat some of them.
No, but how many more to be no longer beaten by a single man?
Oh, 3.
Okay.
Unless
3-0 Arsenal, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, so, well,
at least.
yeah, but I've...
either way.
Go on, yeah, back to back.
Yeah, well, they're 2 on the bounce, but 1-0's over Burnley and Norwich, and they got another cellar dweller next week, so they could get another win. You never know.
All right. So let's move on altogether from the Premier League. Are you aware of the country of Suriname?
No,
You're
have no idea.
Today.
You're allowed to say no.
Where is it? And if you say on a globe, I'm going to punch you in the face.
To be honest, I'm the next one to show my ignorance. I'm not actually sure.
I love that.
Great. Place we never heard of.
Place never heard of, and a guy we've never heard of. So the vice president of Suriname, as in the vice president of the country, is a fat man. He's 61 years old, and he is also the president of a football team.
Yes.
He debuted for that football team in the CONCACAF League. They were also beaten 6-0 by Olympia.
Yeah.
Suriname's in South America. I think it's in northern South America, if you will ignore that.
Great. They got lots of tall midgets there.
Yeah. And some fat, skinny men. I think he was subbed off in the 60th minute and was replaced with his son.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh,
Yeah, hey, 61 years. Where's the number 61? Subbed after 61 minutes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, his son came on. We're number 29 or whatever it bloody was.
30 and a half.
30.
Just
And
half.
then he was rubbish too.
30 point. Yeah, he was. Well, didn't score.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's amazing. Great.
Yeah. Almost literally unbelievable if it didn't actually happen. And I've got another beautiful boy for you. Are you aware of Mario Balotelli?
Sure am.
Oh, how could we forget?
The man himself.
Yeah. Why always him, man?
And do you remember his famous miss against LA Galaxy where he went through and then he did a spin and a back heel?
Yeah, pre-season.
Yeah. And he
He got
got
subbed after that.
I think he got booed off and subbed.
How good.
He thought he was offside.
Yeah.
So that's why he did that.
Yeah.
But disrespectful apparently. So he's now playing in the Turkish league for a team called Adana Demirspor. And they were down 3-0 to Besiktas. Around the time of that Man City friendly, Bello was called brainless by that Besiktas manager who was doing some punditry. So when Bello scored in this game, he scored the second one. He ran over to the Besiktas bench and pointed at his head and celebrated in his face. And then in the 95th minute, assisted the equaliser.
Oh,
lovely.
Amazing.
He has got a brain and 2 good feet.
Yeah.
And a shoulder, which he sometimes scores goals with.
Maybe Balotelli redemption arc as well.
Yeah, return to Man City.
yes, he made a
Place
strike. How old is he now?
Oh,
Is he?
29, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's still capable.
You want him?
Yeah. I would.
Nah, come on.
Come on.
Yeah, go on. He gives you a bit of entertainment.
All right.
On Suriname, it is above Brazil and just off to the right of Venezuela.
Sorry.
Great.
North of Brazil. It's not
Yeah,
above. It's not in space.
Welcome to the geography friends podcast. That's really hard to say.
Is it harder to say than purple burglar alarm?
Purple burglar alarm.
So that's yes.
Yeah. Geography friends podcast. There we go.
Yeah,
Just
there we
call it
go.
Maps with Friends. Maps with Friends.
Oh my god, you fucking thing. All right. So that just about does my section of shit housing.
Yeah. Just want to talk about these cup games?
Let's do the League Cup real quick.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, might as well. Talking about West Ham again, you know, West Ham 2 of 2.
2.0.
This time, not as good of a result, I'd say.
Quick start by West Ham though.
Yeah, 1-0 loss with a got a pretty ice cold finish there from Lanzini. Like,
He's capable of that.
I guess. Yeah. You know, it's the Carabao Cup. I'm not particularly worried.
Yeah.
But you know, I want to win every match, and maybe just our second 11 isn't the best.
Isn't as good as theirs. As their first and a half.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Because we made 11 changes in that game. But like, I don't know, our backline is like Alex Telles, Lindelof, Bailly, Dallo.
It's certainly serviceable.
And you still had Sancho, Martial.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't a bad squad.
Certainly good lineup.
Should beat West Ham on its day.
would probably.
I don't know. West Ham are pretty good. Like they got a lot of players. Like
they also missed a golden chance they put against against the against the post. Should have been 2.
Yeah. So it would have been nice to win, but I would have rather if I could only pick one, I would have rather have won in the league.
3 points. Yeah,
3 points. That's at the end of the day, but oh well. I guess that's another trophy we're not going to win.
Righto. Righto. I'll have a wee crack at our one. We played Norwich again, second time this season, and for the second time this season we beat them 3-0.
And you made 11 subs too, right?
I think we. No, I think we just about played. We might have made 10 or 9. Quaveen Callagher started in goal, saved a penalty, very nice. Not beautiful pronunciation or spelling of that name, unless you're Irish. Minamino grabbed a couple of goals, very nice to see him get 90 minutes.
Yep.
And same with Ox. Konate again, second game in a row, and he looks solid, like absolute steel, and he'll be in that back line for years to come, and I'm very happy. Yeah, it's good enough for me. Spurs?
We played Wolves. Molyneux for the second time this season. Nuno.
Funny how that happens.
Nuno's the
return.
Yeah, the return of Nuno.
The
return again. Again played an odd squad. A lot of that midfield 3 of Lo Celso, Ali, and Ndombele all played, with Skip in there as well. There was some neat passing. It was 2-2. We beat them on penalties. I think it was 3-2 on penalties. Kane got his goal. Ndombele got one with a nice finish. Again, it was a game. It was a result, but it wasn't what you wanted to see. There was just no fluidity about the whole game. Skip looks a great player. I think he's going to be our standout this season.
I'm glad you think so.
Yeah,
you can play double six as well.
Yeah,
Højbjerg and Skip.
I think that's the way we have to play. I don't think the rest of the squad is strong enough to go without that. And we played our best football when we played a double six. When Yama and Dembele, was the golden era. Just spaghetti midfield,
Yeah.
So
spaghetti, man.
That's what you
spaghetti
want.
in the brick.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
are you saying Dele Alli's playing back in the midfield now, or?
Yeah. Well, no, he was playing. Him, Lo Celso, and Ndombele all kind of played a bit of everywhere. Like, it was
fluid midfield.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
because they had Brian Gill played as well.
He did.
Yeah, and he created the width. But then Kane also drops into that hole as well. So that's where the identity crisis is who's the creator. Kane's the vocal point. So you want to give him the ball at every opportunity because he's the one that's got the touch. He's got the goals. He's the talisman. But
you miss that Eriksen, right?
Yeah, where's the pass before the pass? Where's where's the guy that's going to ping the balls around and find the space?
Yeah, fair enough.
So there's that identity crisis isn't going to end anytime soon, from what I can see. But we got a result over Wolves, not a bad one. We go marching on.
Yeah. Next game in the cup.
Fine. Yeah, next game in the cup, next game in the league.
Well, your next game in the cup is Burnley away.
Oh, that's tough.
The other games are Stoke versus Brentford, QPR versus Sunderland, Preston North End against Liverpool, Leicester versus Brighton, Chelsea versus Southampton, Arsenal versus Leeds, and West Ham versus Manchester City.
That's tasty.
Oh yeah, West Ham, Man City, great.
Some very
well, let's see.
lower ones and some very tasty ones.
Mm-hmm.
Us against Burnley that's going to be a struggle for a team that can't figure out how to create to go up against a tough side like that. That will really show what Nuno's plans are.
Well, the test will be this week then. Maybe if you can beat Arsenal, you should be able to beat Burnley.
Well,
they just beat Burnley.
Well, let's go.
No,
let's move on to
carry your free kicks.
Move on to the preview then, and straight away just say Spurs have Arsenal, big North London derby. It's not the only big game of the weekend.
Yeah, at the Emirates. Come on, Arsenal was shit.
Yeah.
As much as I'm downing Spurs at the moment, come on, we should at least put 2 on them.
Yeah, come on. Kane and Son can do damage to.
I don't know if Son's,
I don't even know
if Son's going to be fit for the game. He hasn't played the last 2.
He subbed on in the
game.
League Cup.
Yeah. But,
okay, well, yeah, okay then. So, yeah, come on, we've got to put them down.
I think it will be tight, and I think you'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Son will just skip past Callum Chambers, bro.
No, Skip won't be playing in the forwards.
Mm-hmm. No, he'll be there though.
Yeah.
Skip will be dominating.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, he'll be all over him. Yeah.
He can be our new creator.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be a good one. That's going to be some good memes.
And we've got the Brentford A's at Brentford.
Yeah, well they're in form.
They're in fine form.
Mm.
And I don't relish going to play. Yeah, they'll be really up for that. Every time they've hosted a game in the Premier League thus far, they've been well up for it. They're the team that's been promoted that, in my mind, they're most likely to stay up. And I think
they're looking good.
Don't you just love the atmosphere of those new clubs, and especially a club like that hasn't been there, and the supporters really for a team like Norwich who go up and down that novelty's not quite there, but for something like Brentford, the home games mean something to them, so it's that
75 years I think.
And they're like they're looking like they might stay up, so that's cool.
And that was it the first game of the season when they won.
Arsenal.
They beat Arsenal, and that place was humping,
Yeah, it's good stuff with an easy match, Get your rolling.
3 points.
Yeah,
Start off on the front foot.
I think we'll win, but it will be no mean feat.
Yep.
And then in the midweek we've got Porto in the Champions League. Three things in life are sure: death, taxes, and Liverpool playing Porto in the Champions League.
Of course, yeah. Shouldn't be too bad.
But again, they're apparently the easiest team in our Champions League group, and they're very good. This again, not easy. And I think having played a tough game in the league, and then got to go to Portugal after that, we may not struggle, and who knows? Maybe we'll go there and win 5-0. But it's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
and I think it might be harder than we believe it will be.
Right. Well, so United's next games. We've got the Villas. So first up we have Aston Villa, and then in the Champions League we're gonna have Villarreal.
Brilliant.
Amazing. So it's West Ham, Aston Villa, Villarreal. Cool.
Ham, Villa.
Yeah. Great. Aston Villa, good team. They're looking on form, so might be a tough one, but we're at home, so expect nothing less than a win. Obviously, statistically, Ronaldo should score. So
yeah, well, it looks like he's only he's like he has the same attitude as you towards the Capital One Cup. He's like, what is this? Capital One? I no play.
You don't need it, So, So hopefully we can just win this one.
You'd think so.
But they look good, man. Their signings have paid off, I think.
Yeah, certainly. Leon Bailey tucked a couple of chances away.
Sometimes adding players like that, they take a little while to adapt, but they've all sort of just done it.
They've all
instantly.
contributed already.
Mm.
It's very nice for them.
But
yeah, I still think you might win that.
Yeah,
and it'll be good.
well, yeah, no excuses, right? So
That's
Ronaldo's got to go out there and score more goals. That'd be good. And then Villarreal. That's kind of the cool match, though.
The revenge tour.
Well, maybe, yeah. I wonder if De Gea will get a
David
penalty
De Gea
in this
score.
game. Yeah. There we go. Ultimate redemption arc. That's kind of cool. This is a test, I guess. So let's see if Ollie's fucking learn how to
beat Villarreal.
beat Villarreal. Let's see if it's see what he's learned.
Well,
what he would have learned is like, you need Ronaldo.
yeah. Okay, so we play the same team, but
we have Ronaldo.
Cavani off, Ronaldo in. That's
like, you're playing like Age of Empires or something, and you're losing. You're like, damn it! What I need is one of these cars that can fire missiles at everybody. That's basically like what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Get some
cheat codes in there.
Yeah, you need some Biden drones.
Yeah, get a drone.
Yeah, well, I think one thing I'm going to say is I feel like we need to see a bit more of Jadon Sancho, because I haven't really seen too much out of him just yet, right? What do you guys think?
I feel like he hasn't exactly lit the world on fire just yet. I think this would be a good one for him to start.
Yeah.
And play nice and close to Ronaldo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Well, he didn't really set the world alight at the Euros, though, did he?
Didn't even play.
Yeah, didn't really.
He played one game.
Yeah.
So in which he was good.
Yeah, so maybe he's just finding his feet. He hasn't played a lot for you guys yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a fitness thing. Just getting into
getting used to the speed of the league. Yeah.
Yeah, getting back into it, and it's not uncommon to see a player take 6 months to get into the Premier League and
unless you're Ronaldo
bossing it. Yeah, but
Varane.
he's been there before, and he's a seasoned pro. He's one of the best in the world. Like, come on.
And Varane, he's just stepped in as well.
Come on.
Like it's nothing. So
yeah.
Either way, expect nothing less. Got to win every game. That's
Zidane's waiting in the wings, so
right.
Ollie, watch out.
And of course, we've got a very big top of the table game: Chelsea versus Man City.
Awesome. Looking forward to this.
And I think that Chelsea will continue. They've looked completely ruthless.
Could do. Be nice to see Lukaku doing some damage.
Demolish someone. Yes.
Yeah. The perfect result for me would be they all get injuries or something.
Well, yeah, but
and it's a draw.
Yeah, 0-0
injuries.
Hammies.
Yeah.
Hamstrings.
Oh, that's what I'm going to pray for.
All right. So you're a weirdo.
Yeah, it's a pretty even week there. You've got Norwich, Everton. It's an interesting game there.
Norwich.
Norwich will smash them. West Ham Leeds. That's not a bad game.
Yeah, again, some even games in there.
Leicester, Burnley, Watford, Newcastle.
I don't have. I tell you what, this season I do not have much hope for Burnley. I do not have much hope for Norwich. The last relegation spot.
Newcastle
is still. No, I don't think so.
Watford,
possibly.
Maybe
Wolves,
Saints.
Yeah, I think they've got too much in them.
No, I mean, come on, Saints are drawing with Man City.
They'll be that lower mid-table, but they'll be ahead of those other teams we've just mentioned.
Maybe I'm wrong. Either way,
I see what you're saying though.
Football.
It's got to be someone. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Watford, Newcastle.
Yeah, Watford.
Yeah,
Burnley, Norwich, Wolves.
Yeah, because it probably won't be Brighton. They're looking pretty tight.
Yeah, I'd put them. They're there with Southampton. They can beat anyone. Well, they can draw with anyone on their day. Well, they'll beat the old one.
Well, they got 12 points so far.
Well, they also have 11 players on the field, so
hard to argue.
I believe that's true. Yeah. So, last season it took them 10 games to get to this amount of points. So they look pretty good.
And they sold arguably one of their best players. Or their best player, maybe.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I mean, he's an Arsenal level player.
Yeah, step down, really. Step across.
All right.
All right.
Any closing comments?
Well, I have a game.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
I have a new game for you.
All right.
A game.
Okay.
Finish with the game.
So
All right,
the
Paddy.
nature of the game is that I will name a footballer. I'll tell you how many clubs he has played for, and then one of you, whoever I decide is going to start. Ash is going to go first.
Okay.
And he's got to make a bid. So the first one is Luis Suarez, who has played for 6 clubs.
Yep.
And now Ash has to make a bid. If he can do all 6, he can say 6. If he thinks he can do 2, he can say 2. And then you've got to either name 3 or 4, or you've got to tell him to name them. So there it is, Luis Suarez.
4.
Okay. Can you do 5?
Ooh.
Gonna have to press you.
But what if I want to say I can do? What if I can only do 4?
Then you've got to make him name them. If you, it's his bid is 4. So you've either got to beat it or you've got to make him fuck up.
Okay. You got to tell me what they are then.
Yeah, so it's Ajax, Liverpool, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid.
Very well done.
I couldn't tell you who he played for before Ajax.
I couldn't think of the fifth one either.
So the remaining 2 were Nacional
Mm.
in Uruguay
Yeah.
and Groningen.
Right.
Okay, so 1 point to Ash Steele.
Okay.
Okay, so Gage, it's your turn to make the first bid.
Yeah.
Player is a man who we called the what was he called? The Minecraft robot or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
James Milner. He's played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also 6. It's only clubs, by the way, so England doesn't
Yeah, I get what
count.
you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Oh. I can only go 3.
Alright. Can you do 4? You can do 4, risk it for the biscuit, or you can basically give away the point because
Yeah,
he thinks
I'll give it away. You can have 3.
Okay.
Oh,
Name
Man
it.
City, Liverpool, and Leeds.
that's correct.
Did he play for Villa?
He did play for Villa.
Oh, he did.
He also played for Newcastle and
Oh.
Swindon.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, Villa.
Very
I had an inkling he played for Villa. I couldn't guarantee it, and I was.
You should have risked it.
I
Now it's a tie.
Yeah.
the thing is, I would have said that, and then I would have blanked on Leeds. Like
Wow.
just so.
That's-
you never
there
know.
it is.
All right,
there
well,
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is the captain of a Premier League team. His name is Harry Maguire, and he has played for 5 clubs. Ash Steele, start us off.
I can name 4.
Okay. Can you do 5?
No, I can't do 5. Tell me.
So it'd be Hull,
Yep.
Leicester,
Yep.
Manchester United,
Yep.
and who's the fourth? The
Why'd you
fourth
say
is
4 then?
Stoke.
Not Stoke. He's given it away. That's an own goal.
Oh.
Gage, you're up. The other 2 were Sheffield United
There we go.
and Wigan Athletic. So you have the right
The
colours.
red was I could picture the red stripes, and I just
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So obviously we are
2-1.
we are men of New Zealand, and this man is a New Zealander, Christopher Wood. So none of the clubs that he played for in New Zealand are professional clubs.
Yeah.
So we're starting from when he went to England.
Yeah. Okay.
and he's played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clubs.
What? Oh my god.
That's including loans. So some of those are very few appearances.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. It's almost one that you can kind of just try and guess, right?
You could have a fair go.
But I don't know.
Give us a start.
I go 3.
Can you do 4? You got to redeem yourself.
You go on. Let's go 4.
4.
Burnley, Leicester.
Stop it.
Huh?
Well, he can say 5.
Oh.
No, it's fine. Go. So,
Okay.
Can you do
cool.
5?
I can't do 5.
No,
No.
I don't
Okay,
think
cool.
you got it because you
Fine.
won.
Let's go.
Okay.
Burnley, Leicester, Millwall.
Yes.
And one more.
You just guess.
Millwall's a great shout.
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah. Sheffield Wednesday.
He did not play for Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh my god.
He played for West Brom, Barnsley,
Oh.
Brighton, Birmingham, Bristol.
All the B's.
Not the Brentford.
Brentford Bees.
We're not Brentford. We'll play Brentford next.
Millwall, Leicester, Ipswich, Leeds, and Burnley.
Oh man.
All right. So
This is hard.
this is the last one. You've won officially.
You've
Gage.
won because
You've
I'm
won.
shit.
You've won. But
Tactical
we have-
defense.
we have one more player,
Double or nothing.
and yeah, mate, if you want to. His name's Andros Townsend, and he has played for 1, 2,
Oh my God.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 clubs.
Unbelievable. Who's bidding on this one?
Ash has to go first.
3.
Can I hear 4? You're playing to pound him into the dust now. You might do it with a bit of swagger. Let's hear 4.
I don't know if I can. It's hard. It's a player I don't really care about.
Why not?
No. Fine. I'll risk it. Let's go.
Risk it for the biscuit.
4.
Okay, can you do 5? Bit of pride.
No, I can't.
Bit of pride.
I genuinely cannot.
Oh,
Alright, let's hear 4 of Andros Townsend's
This is going to be hard.
clubs.
So we have Everton,
Yes.
Yeah.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to say Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Yes. One more.
Can I find a friend?
No.
Yeah.
Is it Andros Townsend?
50-50.
No.
If you can get Andros Townsend on the phone in the next 2 seconds, you can.
You can have the point. We're gonna have to-
Newcastle.
Newcastle United is one of them.
Yes.
Gage, congratulations, you have won the
Who were the
inaugural.
other? Who
I
were the other?
finally won. I
Who were the
finally
other
won
4?
something.
The other.
West Brom.
God,
I didn't know anything.
The other teams were Yeovil Town, Leyton Orient, MK Dons, Ipswich, Watford, Millwall, Leeds, Birmingham, QPR.
Yes, QPR.
That was 100% a guess.
Wow, it was
Yeah,
an
really.
inspired guess,
Who was on that?
and
Yeah.
it's a magnificent way to end the show.
Brilliant. Yeah. It's glad to end on a win.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for listening for another week on the Football Friends podcast. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we're all off to Suriname.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Ciao. Fuck Elon Musk.
What's wrong with Elon Musk?
Oh, he's a fucking dick. I don't know why I just